Hey everybody, Chesapeake here. I'm going to do a little review of my Snugpak jungle blanket 3/4 length underquilt that I made. Here's the tag. It's in the dark olive green. And basically what I did was I made it just like you would a poncho liner underquilt, since it's just a little bit thicker than a poncho liner and roughly the same size. I just folded it over. Here's a standard Snugpak jungle blanket. Here's its regular thickness. So I just folded it over and then sewed the perimeter channels and end channels, and then added the primary and secondary suspension with, here's the suspension right there, primary, grosgrain tab for the secondary, and then the end cinch. I just made a single channel, tacked it down on this side over here, and then just ran it all the way around and out here with a cord lock to cinch it up. And then I use Ridgeline quilt hooks that I got from Dutch, and then it just comes up into a smaller S-beaner. Still got some extra cord here because I just finished the new suspension yesterday, so I haven't got it completely dialed in lengthwise. Because prior to adding these tabs, I just had one long primary suspension, and it did kind of sag down a little bit. So now this way I'm able to bias the corners and kind of get it dialed in a little bit better, which is kind of nice. Here's the long channel here. This is the side that was open. As you can see, I just sewed it closed and then came down about 1 inch, and then to make this channel. And then on this other side, this is the folded side where I folded it over. You can see it goes right around. I just sewed one, came down 1 inch from there and made a channel, and then came in 1 inch from the ends. Came in about 1/4, sewed it closed, and then came in 1 inch and ran another line of stitch to make this end channel. So I've got these on all 4 corners. Here's the back side. So I can bias the foot end here by pulling this up, kind of pull this out some, and I've also got a Ridgeline quilt hook here to help pull it up. I went with this shot cord here. It's a little bit too thick. I got it from West Marine the other day, so I think I'm going to get some more of this length or this diameter here and replace this, because this is just a little bit too thick to fit in here, and it's a little bit overkill. I don't need all that. So I think the primary and secondary made with this diameter will be just fine. It is reflective, and so yeah, that's here's a picture from here's a shot from the end. I can get it nice and cinched up around me, or I can just loosen these cord locks on each end and open it up to vent some. It is, since it's the Snugpak jungle blanket, here's its regular thickness. Like I said, it's a little bit thicker and a little bit warmer than a regular poncho liner, and doubled up, it's not quite as thick as a standard Snugpak underquilt. So, you know, on this tag here they say between 45 to 36. I don't know about that. It is, you know, DWR treated on the outside, and the outer and inner are their antimicrobial, antibacterial fabric or treatment. So it really keeps that funk down in the hot summer months. Other than that, I'll give you a wide shot here. It was real easy to do. I don't have much skill with a sewing machine, and I did it in an afternoon. I hand sewed these tabs on yesterday, and I made this about 1 year ago, right when I first got into hammocking. It was really hard to get a hold of a Snugpak underquilt, so I went with the jungle blanket, and looking on, you know, the forum and on YouTube, and I came across the poncho liner underquilt, and I figured, you know, this is right about the same size, so let me give it a shot. And this is what I came up with. For me, it's, you know, in my XLC, My head's right about here, so it comes right about to my shoulders, right to the bottoms of my feet. So it's a full length underquilt for me. Just about, minus my head. So I'd say 7/8, but for most people, I'm about 5'6", 5'7". So for most people, it's going to be a little bit shorter than that. So between a 3/4 and a 7/8 length underquilt. It is, fairly warm. I've had it down into, like the 50s so far, and it was great. No problem at all. Once you get down into the 40s or so, you're really going to want that extra length on the ends. So I don't know if I take it down to 36 degrees or not. But, I guess if you had to, then, you could try it. But, so yeah, that's my Snugpak jungle blanket.